Now this is an OP hero power. Your first minion each turn costs 2 less. Absolutely insane, and you can have it from the start of the game. Why do I sound like a salesman? All you have to do is play Mug'Zee and include no minions in your deck like I've done here. This is all spells and I think like one location in the mix here too. And that unlocks that crazy discount, which means you need a way to generate minions, which low security wing and blazing invocation and these cool new transforming spells, molten gold, frost shatter, and storm fury all allow you to do, getting those crazy minion discounts. And I like this deck. This actually felt really strong, particularly a card like frost shatter. When this turns into a 5/5, this is an insane card. Honestly, as a 5-mana 5/5, this card's pretty good. As a 3-mana 5/5, thanks to your hero power, this is the best card in Hearthstone, I think. Absolutely insane. Stat development, card draw, counter tempo with a freeze, nutty card. And you can definitely hit this on turn 3 sometimes in this deck, which that can just run away with games. I didn't love Storm Fury as much as a 7/7 or even a 5-mana 7/7. Didn't always feel as good, but I think both Frost Shatter and Molten Gold did feel pretty relevant in this deck. And then just, you know, randomly generated minions here and there can actually go pretty far as well. Just sometimes getting you something awesome way earlier than you're supposed to. So I did win a lot of games with this deck, as you're going to see. And this did feel like an early contender for a pretty solid meta deck as far as I'm concerned. All right. Yeah, let's keep it Frost Shatter. That's felt really, 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 really nuts, I think, as a body, you know. Like, that just does a lot of stuff. And we have some spells already here starting it off, so that's a good sign. It's Kibler.
Pleasure is mine.
Greetings, friend. Yeah, I mean, we don't need to play these spells just yet, I guess, for sure, right? Let's... Ooh, the Hex Marshal. That's actually pretty sweet, dude. If your deck started with no spells... Joke's on you, Hex Marshal. Joke is on you, man. Jeez. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It started with some spells, Hex Marshal. Sorry, bud. Ritual, though, is great. I mean, you can play this on 3, so, like, in some ways, you know, if we'd pushed a little faster here, it might have been better, but I don't know. I think a turn 4 is going to be fine, too. We didn't actually technically have it anyway, right, to get a minion anyway. So, looks like it's going to be a turn 4 line at best. Lotus Bookie, so Coin Rogue, that is so sick. Very, very cool. Mug'Zee could almost come down here. Skywall Sentinel can come down here, which is pretty cool. Rustrot Viper? I don't know, why not? Rogues have weapons sometimes, right? So this is going to cost 0, then we can just go Breezling, I guess. Just put that wherever we want, really. It's gonna be fine. Something like this, I think, is good. All right. There we go. There we go. Frost Shatter still not ready yet, though, sadly, man. That's kind of crazy. Pretty good chance I draw a cheap enough spell, but something might be bad. Also, Muradin's. Oh, Muradin's is gonna be... Muradin's is doable, but I also might just go Mug'Zee, right? Like, what's the hurry? Maybe you actually just go Hex Marshal because he has some upside here, right? Okay. This is good. It's kind of... I bet it's annoying for Kibler here to be accidentally playing against a Herald Shaman. You know what I mean? Like, we're not really Herald Shaman, but... Like, he just stumbled into a bunch of Herald cards somehow. Like, one is obviously in the deck, but it's not really for heralding. It's just in there. Vanessa can definitely swing things here, though. Like, let's be clear. Vanessa's very, very scary. Muradin's is going to be pretty free for us to play into Frost Shatter if we want. Ooh, Flashback's a good start, though. Monster Bodies. I will definitely trade in here a little bit, even though in some ways I'm sure going face is better. I mean, let's assume let's see if I have any minions left first, because he's not done, right? Coins can go hard here, so if he has some good removal somehow, we might be cooked. Might be cooked. We need to kill Vanessa, obviously, if we can, so... Lightning Storm is actually so insane. Okay, that's good news. Doesn't kill Vanessa outright, but boy, what a good start. Everything else dying. like just so much value generated, so much stuff, dude. Like so crazy. I mean, it looks like my board might stick here. Oh, that's so sick. That guy's big. I have a list running Defias Wannabe. I'm gonna try to play it tonight. I'm running out of time a little bit, but I think we're gonna still get through all this, right? I don't really need to Frost Shatter yet, but I could arguably also Frost Shatter that guy and just clear everything else. Just kind of like run in. We'll take Burst. Could pop off on the Alakirs a little bit. I don't know. I feel like Lightning Storm's just too good, though, right? I'm going to draw a card, too, which may or may not help. I don't know. Okay. So these guys are all done. The next batch of guys will be done soon. God, we like almost have lethal, but not quite. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna push for it anyway, so. Just happy to be able to resolve this crazy, scary board, right? Honestly, let's wait on that. Just gonna tempo this. I'm waiting on that because I might want to use it as a cheap spell as an activator later, right? So we're overloaded pretty hard, but we can still go for a Frost Shatter this turn to freeze any big problem cards. We could also just like play a Mug'Zee maybe if it feels like we don't need to Frost Shatter for some reason yet. Cannot play a Slag Claw, I guess, but everything else fine.
Step forth into the time waves.
Portal Vanguard feels like a very honest start right now. I'm okay with that. That doesn't seem too intimidating. It's like it's pretty nice we were able to navigate that turn safely, you know? Like that was pretty scary. I will say though, like for everything he did, 11-11 was pretty meager. Like I told you guys I wasn't super in love with those Defias dudes. And when I was building my list, I included it because I wanted to try it in Theorycrafting, but I wasn't convinced it was going to be amazing. It felt kind of shaky to me, so.
Step forth into the time waves.
Must choose soon.
Well, he's piecing together something here. Deadly Bribe. Okay, that is very expensive to remove a 2/2. I mean, it's a little better than a 2/2, I guess, because, you know, the aura here, but still. Tiny Pal? Is that better than just, like, a Frost Shatter or a Mug'Zee? I mean, I like that it loads up for later, so it's probably a bit better, yeah. Again, I'm not going to overpressure face. I'm just going to take the Minion Summon here. Oh, freeze 2 other random enemies. That's kind of cool too, actually. I'm just gonna take the body though. Just gonna take the body. We're gonna trade here, like we said. Let's go for Battlecry Minion. Yeah. I don't want to just like smork super hard, you know. Dissolving Ooze is totally fine. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't use my minion discount this turn, which I think like generally in this deck you should aim to use your minion discount like every turn, obviously, to just maximize efficiency because you only get it once per turn. You know, limited number of those. But at the same time, this seems like a good thing to load up and just have it ready to go. You know, just damage input right now is pretty valuable too. I don't know if he has like a full-on auctioneer turn possible. Like he hasn't prepped one or anything, so seems like his hand is just a bunch of random battle cries from Vanessa that may or may not, like, it seems like this game's gone on for 30 minutes, but somehow he's only at 6 mana. Like, that's wild. Wow. 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 Wow, this is an insane hit, and so is that. Those are both insane hits. Oh my god, dude. Because he gets to clear a lot of board. So do I have a lethal setup here with like Shadows of Yesteryear? You know what I mean? This is 4, that's 12, 16, 17, 19, 21. I think usually, right? Especially if there's like any rush minions or anything here. Did I get a rush? I didn't get a single rush. I want like Rush Divine Shield specifically, or Rush Reborn specifically. That would be the dream. A rush, but no. I mean, you're definitely still taking it, right? But it's not perfect. Marithra. I guess do you go 1 to all to help clean up the board? Because I think we are going to be clearing a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I don't know. I don't have lethal set up, so I think we do this, and then we just play this guy, right? And, like, tidy up the board, don't we? Because this only hits enemies, so that's always pretty great. And does this hit all minions or only enemies again? Yeah, only enemies again. I mean, honestly, this math is still not great, though. Like, this math still kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't... Like, the numbers aren't that good. Numbers just kind of suck. Molten gold, like, I mean... I'm, like, still really close. 6, 9, 12, and 5 is 17. Oh my god, I have lethal still. Oh, sorry. I didn't count, dude. We have lethal still. Molten gold for lethal. I didn't mean to BM. I didn't actually think we'd have it. I forgot we had face damage in hand. And Wind Fury adds up a ton, right? Oh, thank god I checked, dude. I didn't want to BM. I tried to, like, not go too hard that game, you know, but we still ended up getting there on just pressure, you know. Pretty good stuff. Risky turn from him, but I mean, he had to make a gamble. You know, you had to go for it. That was a strong gambit. That's a good play. All right, these are too greedy, right? Against Paladin, we need to go, I think, probably notably faster. Frost Shatter is a little faster, yes. That's pretty cool. 3 cost, 5/5 would be sick. I am wondering if I need the Static Shock in this deck or not. Like, is that 0 cost worth it, or do you... Like, you know, as an enabler, yes, but as a value sacrifice, like, does it hurt you too much to lose that much value, right? And, like, this generates you a Static Shock as well anyway, so... part of me wonders, I don't know. Do you need it or not, right? Selfless Protector next turn? I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm cool with that. Just getting some taunt dudes down early, right? There's so many good 2/6 taunts in the pool right now. It's pretty wild. So Thunderquake into Selfless here certainly allows us to clear. Do we save the Static Shock? I don't think so, right? I think we use it because it already sets up the Frost Shatter for next turn, right? I think it's fine. Like, you get a 3 mana 5/5 basically. Like, that's, and then you have Tiny Pal and Curve. Like, this is a crazy line, actually. I don't even need to freeze anything, but just if this just didn't say freeze, if it's just a 3 mana 5/5 draw 2 cards, you'd say that's the best card in Hearthstone, right? It actually probably would be the best card in Hearthstone, right? The fact that it freezes is just gravy, man. Like, that's just a bonus. Who cares? Like, you don't need it. It just does so much, right? Like, it's actually so strong. This guy is definitely the best part of the puzzle, I think. Part of the puzzle? Piece of the puzzle? I don't know, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, Tiny Pal here is solid. I think we go for Battlecry Minion, maybe. You hope to get one that's cheap and playable enough here, but if you don't, you're probably not too sad about it. I think we clear this because that's pretty clean and reduces their flexibility. Wow. Not great. Kind of useless to us. That said, also, he's a 1 mana 5/6, right? So, like, maybe fine, right? Maybe okay. I don't think you're usually too mad about a 1 mana 5/6. So, like, Hex on this, I think is probably worth it. Like, of course, theoretically, there's some crazy big dragons coming down the pipe, but this is pretty high tempo play right now. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty solid. Like, we're just really, really pushing a lot of pressure here, right? Let's see what the 3-drop we get is. It is a taunt. That's fine. Let's go back to Battlecry guy. Yeah. Generate them cheap minions. As the Aggressor, Infernal actually seems pretty legit, yeah. It's pretty good. Did not play it this turn, so we won't get another one, but 4 mana 6/6, that's a deal 3 to everybody. Yeah, I like that. Zuramots is wickedly slow. I mean, we're just... I mean, it is a 5/5 taunt, so that's fine, but I think surely with Lightning Storm or something here, we're gonna be fine, right? Oh, bro! 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 He discarded an Infernal! That's so sick, actually! I take it back. This guy's a baller, dude. Double Lightning Storm is just a super boring lethal, unfortunately, so... good effort there with that crazy Zuramat Infernal. That was really cool, but we just hard smorked, man. Like, this was a crazy tempo push. I think that's gonna happen with these 5/5 sometimes, man. If you just hit these early, turn 3 5/5 that fills the hand and locks out their counter tempo, like that's really scary. Like, that does a lot, actually. That's pretty intimidating. I mean, Demon Hunter's definitely gonna be a void Demon Hunter, so I'm gonna keep this Hex to answer Trastath. I feel kind of mean about it, because it's like, oh man, I'm pretty much just stealing his fun. Like, that's not, you know, not super great, but also, like, you know, it's just the right thing to do. I gotta play the game the way it's gotta be played, I guess, or meant to be played. I don't want to sandbag too hard, basically, you know. I can't wait to show Lieutenant Eddie my tiny pal, though. Definitely Void Souls. All right. I feel like overloading puts me in a weird spot. I'm not really that stressed about this guy yet. I think we just pass here, maybe, honestly. I think we might coin Tiny Pal on 3. So, weirdly, even, like, Ritual doesn't feel that good on 2. I mean, I guess I get a guy. 1 guy is cool. A 1/2 guy is actually kind of decent. He wants to play his removal card on 2, which he doesn't have anything to remove, so he's stuck. He's got a little tiny pal too, and it's Hogger. This sure doesn't look like that giant Hogger we played as in Warrior, man. Did Lieutenant Eddie disconnect? I just saw something about people disconnecting a little bit or something. He's kind of back. Just hero powering. Okay, good news. He's back. Hate when we lose games to like disconnects and stuff. I thank you. All right, this gives him his removal guy, but we don't really care. It's coin Tiny Pal. Oh, I forgot I can play one. Oh my god, whoops. I forgot I can play one, guys. I forgot they're gonna be 0. I totally should, by the way. There's no reason not to. I mean, I can also now play one next turn, but I could also take the Battle Cry card next turn, which I guess costs 4 less sometimes, right? Ah, this kind of worked out weirdly anyway, maybe. Okay. I will say a 4/4 does sort of suck for Tiny Pal. That's not exactly super fun. This is honestly very cool, though. If I go coin, Voltaic Burst, but then I miss out on my Tiny Pal for later. Man, I don't know about this, dude. Is this really worth it? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's cool, it's pretty good, it's clean, right? But like, is it really worth it? I don't know, man. It's a pretty good board. Like, it's really fun. Very elementally looking. This guy kind of matches these guys a little bit, right? Looks like he's kind of shooting them out of his finger. He's got little blobs he's shooting out of his body. My tiny pal is shooting. No. No, I can't make these jokes on Hearthstone. You guys, Marvel Snap could tolerate these things. Hearthstone, you guys aren't up for it. No. Can't do it. So the overload here totally sucks. Just completely, totally sucks. But was it worth it? I don't know. Maybe. He's really on the back foot here. If we had something to hex, it'd be worth it. So he took the prepared turn. So Trastath, like, definitely a threat already. Like we said, -5 on the Trastath's pretty much free. He's going for it, so this is why we kept the hex, right? This is why the mulligan is, I wish I had the, sorry emote right now ready to go, because, boy, I feel like apologizing for sure. That's not too great of a roll for him. And he only, dude, I don't even have to hex this. Like, what the heck? I could just kill it legit. I'm gonna save the hex for later. I don't even need it. Bro, that is so tiny. I think you go Battle Cry minion here, maybe, since I don't really need a board and I might get something really sick. I don't know. I don't really need it, right? Alexstrasza for 3 is crazy work. Let's go for body there, yeah. Bro. I mean, it's just an 8-8, right? Like, I don't think I care about the 15 health so much. I got, like, tons of lifesteal, right? I think it'll be okay. I mean, this needs one more spell to be playable soon. Which I currently actually can't really get this active yet. It's 5 costs, but I got 2 and 5 is 7. So we do probably play the Alexstrasza here. I think we probably just go face with Tiny Pal. I'm only losing 3 health on the Alexstrasza, right? Like, that's not a big deal. Do you hex a 5/4 just because you can? Let's, you know what? Let's hex a 5/4, man. I mean, Trastat's gone. Like, what's the next threat, right? Like, how bad could it be? Famous last words, I know, but oh, that's not good. Like, Elusive's kind of cool, but not great. Not great. So we take -3 on Alexstrasza. I mean, like we said, we actually legitimately have an opportunity to maybe heal back to full. Like, if he gets a wide enough board here, we can definitely heal back to full and get the crazy damage output here. So, like, actually, sort of insane hit for us. Like, particularly between 2 of these, right? If we only had 1, I'd be a little more hesitant of that fact. Now, of course, he does need a board, so it's not, like, trivial, but also, I'm just getting domed right now, dude. Stop. Stop. Jump scare. Okay. Oh, good taunt. That would actually be a great hex target, ironically enough. Jinxed myself. I mean, this could be great, right? Because it's going to be discounted for us. I don't think I'm dead, am I? Like, do I need to play this lifesteal minion just for later, I wonder? I don't know. This could give you lifesteal too, though. Let's see. There's some lifesteal demons. Bro, this, oh, dude, it's not playable right now, though, but maybe it's okay. Maybe it doesn't need to be, right? It's not playable right now, is it? Is there a discount baked into that thing? No, I think that just gives you a card, right? I don't even know what the card I played is, to be honest. No discount baked in. I wouldn't expect there to be, honestly. I mean, yeah, I need to heal, I guess, right? So I'm gonna play this first, even though it's kind of weird and backwards. Like, I want to make sure I heal at least a little bit off this, you know. We're gonna take a little bit of damage again, and we're also gonna kind of lose, you know, a check on this. Like, this would be a great thing to see first, but it's all good. Hopefully 8's okay. I don't expect this Demon Hunter deck specifically to have a ton of direct damage until... Really, Eddie? Really? Really? Really, Lieutenant Eddie? That stupid dude dealing 1 to me actually is the difference between death and life. Bro. Him not having a second minion on board is the difference between life and death. Bro. We definitely don't need Mug'Zee. Security Wing, Molten Gold. I mean, yeah. Muradin's Last Stand. I don't know how often that's actually going to connect, but maybe need to run Static Shock if I'm running Muradin's Last Stand. I cut it because I thought, it might not be just enough upside, but between needing 0 cost, like, cheap spells to activate these guys and just needing enough, like, ways to attack, I don't know. I mean, this may be wrong anyway, right? But there's some amount of spells. Some amount of spells that's right. I don't know. With the coin, it feels, ooh, Herald, okay. It's fun, I guess. Just some bodies is cool. It's cheap. We like cheap dudes. So, Demon Hunter, I just finished playing. It's so funny. Every time I finish playing a deck, I queue up against it the very next game. Conspiracy theorists abound. Is that a Trastaff already? That would be pretty sick. So, we can go mountain map. Rock Skipper, actually pretty sweet to get a spell here. Honestly, a really just good spell on top of that, right? Pretty sweet. And then, Solitary Prisoner? Sure, I don't know. I think there's a chance that connects pretty soon. That's a great turn, though. Does this go to 0 or does it always cost 2? You know what I mean? Like, how does the layering work? I think it probably always costs 2 or 3. I don't think it ever goes to 0, right? I guess we could probably find out, but... So I could coin into a molten gold, take the trade. It's not perfect. You could coin into ceremonial clash as well. That actually seems kind of decent. Let's do this then. Whoa, okay. Probably not really your best bet, but also okay. This is a good hit though. Taunt's pretty cool too. Oh, I did not position that particularly well. Wow, Reborn's insane though. Reborn's insane though. I forgot about the Herald mattering here. We should have probably put that right here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much probably, but because of the taunt in particular is forcing action through it pretty well, but maybe matters a little bit for later, next turn or whatever. Because I can't roll down, you know, can't do the Flame Tongue Totem thing here. I guess you just go Molten Gold Elemental though. That looks pretty good here. Quite clean. Sands of Time. Sure. I mean, do you ever just like trade in and play Solitary? I don't think so. I think this is too clean. Wow. The Rush Rider's Blessing seems pretty good actually, right? I think I'll take that, yeah. I think we've got a big wide board. I like spells. I think that's fine. Like this is pretty nice. We're missing 1 damage right now because of my positioning. Divine Shield's a sick hit. Wow, dude, the Dreambound Raptor is putting in work. I'm surprised this doesn't say like like baby raptor. You know what I mean? Like baby Dreambound Raptor, but that would be too long, obviously. Dreambound Fledgling or something. You know what I mean? Like something. Fledgling's kind of bird, but you know what I mean? Cub. The Dreambound, well, Raptor. It also looks. It's like a dinosaur, but it also looks like a. Well, dinosaurs are kind of like birds, but it also kind of looks like a cat. Like, what's a raptor? Raptors are birds or dinosaurs. They're not usually cats, but it looks more like a panther. I've never even looked at that card in my life, but pretty wild. So I just finished playing Voids, dude. It felt not good to me, but I'm wondering how his list differs. So far, looks identical. So I don't know. I think literally just identical so far, yeah. So I mean, a 4-cost Mug'Zee is intriguing, but I think you just go for like Thresh Riders here, don't you? Maybe try to find something here. Playable. Yeah, that's playable, all right. I think we will also just play that all right. Like, I don't think we need to get greedy because we just want to use this discount every turn, you know. I think getting to hit for, you know, a lot of damage here is also... Oh my god! Oh my god, I didn't even know these would ever be active. I guess we maybe save, actually. Saving them is good for... like, for this stuff, right? Like, the first one I can maybe play, I guess, but maybe I should have waited just in case we naturally drew one first. It's kind of fine, though. So here's their Trastath. This, if it gets too big, will definitely be hard to answer, but ooh, that's a good hit to start, man. Really good. That's some good hits to start, dang. I mean, I do have a 6/8 on board, so... Good God. I played 5 games of Trastath and never got anything remotely close to that kind of pop-off, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm mad now. I'm angry, dude. I never got anything close to that kind of pop-off. That's an insane hit. Oh, Hex, dude. Oh, no. Now I feel bad, dude. Now I actually feel so bad. Oh, dude, Hex is too nuts there. Oh, I feel kind of evil now, man. Do we just slam this? 3 mana 5/3? I mean, it's not good. Like, it's definitely not good, but I don't know if I'm gonna get much better either. And it's like, is that ever really gonna... It's also not a battle cry, which would be cool. Maybe you just take a cheap battle cry here. Crystal Tender? Beaming Sidekick even, maybe, right?
Friend.
Another 1-cost battle cry or whatever would be so sick here. No. Dude, this would be crazy if the Galagio Goon survived. I don't know if it'll survive or not, but it would be so crazy if it did. The Tor Totem. All right. So they can get a coin if that lives, but do they? I mean, they might let that live anyway. The Galagio Goon's probably his biggest priority here, because you don't want that to snowball. Oh, the Ravenous. So I'm not running Ravenous Fell Hunter, dude. He's gonna try to get more vicious Void Scale Void Souls. That's crazy work. That's kind of nuts. Did this thing activate? Yes. Deal 2 to all enemy minions. I mean, that doesn't really help us here. We're at 5, 6, 7 damage. I just don't have any way to go face right now. I don't even really want to kill this yet, right? Like, I want that to live, so killing that's a bit of a liability more than an advantage. Like, am I crazy to think just like playing a Mug'Zee is the right move? Like, this is pretty sweet because they get buffed. Well, I think only the first one gets buffed. Do you ever just play Onara? Like, is this insane? Yes, it is, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It is insane, but I like it. I like it a lot. And then do you coin a Tortotem? Yes, you sure do. Why not, right? Why not? And then we go face. We're not dying or anything, so I think face pressure here is really valuable. I want a Tiny Pal. I want a Frost Shatter. I don't think Frost... Most of these won't actually do anything because I need board space, right? But I have some spells like Lightning Storm. Yeah, well... I mean, not the worst, I guess, but... Mountain Map. That's going to burn my hand here. Oh, yeah, dude. That burns my hand big time. Big time hand burning. Also, the Imprisoned Vile Fiend is up now. Like, this last 6 damage might actually be kind of a pain to get to. I have Tiny Pal and Molten Gold, but they both... I need hand space, you know? The good news is I can stall for a while with stuff like the Storm Furies. Like, you know, I can just buy time, but I want to be ending the game, not buying time. Now, I do have a lot of stats in play, which is cool, I guess. But man, a little bit tough. It's interesting, for this card, you almost want this, right? Like, you don't want to make a minion, potentially, but... Oh god, Vanessa, but he doesn't have a lot of space to play the battle cries. I mean, obviously you can get cards just from coins or whatever, but not a lot of space to develop. But you can trade in some of this stuff for sure, right? Like trade. You can maybe trade all 3, I guess, but it doesn't feel great yet. Thessarian's pretty nice. It's probably the best target to hit for us, though. Kind of an irrelevant target. Like, this would have been their dream, maybe. I was really hoping for more from Onara, right? Like, a well-placed Hex. Well, I guess the Hex is maybe risky target, but Lightning Storm was good. Thunderquake would have been nice to go with Lightning Storm to kill that 7-1, you know? We have mostly spells, so it's unlikely you waste, like, minions, you know? But hand size did kind of punish for sure, so that kind of sucked. Is this lethal on board? Not quite. No, it's 3 damage on board. Does this only hit enemies? Yes, it does. So that's a clear. That lets me... I need 2 damage then. I need to find, like, the Tiny Pal specifically, but I don't have a way to find it. I mean, the good news is, like, this is getting buffed still. Somehow the Galagio Goon has survived all of this, which is nuts. Like, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I guess this is the right move to take. I think we're pushing face still, right? This might be playable. It is not. It's like Tiny Pal is just a lethal hit at any stage now. I am going to have 1 card space remaining, so that's perfect. I have an 8/8 lifesteal. This game just kind of like, sort of grinded to a halt for both of us. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't really been able to turn the corner yet. You know, it's just like, it would be cool if this went face, by the way. Like, this could totally go face, by the way. That is not that crazy. If it just said deal 2 to all enemies, like, come on. For 7 costs, that is not that crazy. You could let this go face. But now I need Tiny Pal. I have no real card draw to speak of. I honestly don't have that much card draw in the deck. Like, Murden's Last Stand is really it. There's a lot of card generation, so you kind of hope you don't need it, but currently don't have any, so. This has to kind of go into the Totem. I mean, you can definitely clean up some of this stuff, but you got to kill the 8/8, like 5 and 3 going to the 8/8 maybe. Nespira can certainly soften up too. I-beam, that's a cool start. Okay. Just run the 3/1 in. It's good math. 6 cost demon, any good? Oh, it's great. A taunt. Insane hit. 2 taunts now. Insane hits. So now even my dang dude wouldn't be enough.
It's going to be okay.
Too lazy to do math here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Turn this guy into a guy. Literally. Turn this guy into a guy, literally, and then I guess tidy up a little bit. The death rattle's always gonna go off, right? So no avoiding that. I guess you hit this, but you can't kill both of these, right? So you might as well just hit this then to proc that effect, and then could have maybe healed off that to full. I don't know. I don't really care. And then I think you do just play these and this, and you just chill again with another board they got to figure out, right? Like, he's just at 5 constantly, but, you know, Nespira's incoming, like, I just, like, am not able to turn the corner. I just really need Molten Golds and Tiny Pals, you know? Like, I need that stuff to get over the hump here. Even another Thunderquake would get me closer later, you know? I just kind of petered out, right? Like, we just never turned the corner. Just enough taunts, enough little annoyances. You know, the Fell Hunter actually did some work. I kind of like the idea of the Fell Hunter in this deck. I feel like when I was playing this, though, against faster decks, I just never had time to do that sort of thing, you know? I think that would probably remain true. Like, I don't know, like, just slamming an honest 5-drop just didn't feel like something I ever had time for. I don't know if that was just a matchup problem or something else. But he's definitely going into more of a full Fell package than I did, too, so I don't know. The deck, in other words, is a little different, right? That, honestly, again, feels like a little slow. Frost Shatter is fantastic for that 7/5 as well. That said, I am somehow, like, totally devoid of spells. So I guess, Ultraxian. I do have a weird amount of Herald things. Frost Shatter, draw 2. I mean, that's got to be the move, I guess. Yeah. Tiny Powell would still be just wonderful. Voltaic Burst and Frost Shatter again. I mean, Voltaic Burst I like a lot. That's good. Overload's kind of annoying for sure, because I'm going to build a crazy Overload development here, but I think it's okay. Maybe you don't need Earth Elemental. Maybe you just go Mug'Zee so you don't overload yourself here. I mean, I guess Ultraxian's just better then, isn't it? Yeah. Because you actually are going to get, you know, the... Oh, I'm dumb. Well, no, not necessarily dumb. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. But I could have got a Rush Minion buff, but I'd rather just send it all face, right? I think this is fine. So the freeze is actually really, really clutch. Again, another intimidating board. This felt like the first decent turn I've had in 4 or 5 turns, really, to be honest. Another one of these guys, but that's gonna be okay. We can just Thunderquake, Static Shock, trade, and call it a day. Yes, finally. Finally, the game is over. Finally. It really felt like we were just limping over the line, didn't it? Really felt like it. Yeah, this is definitely a greedier... Like, I had a lot of trouble staying alive with my Void deck, even without that much greed. Like, maybe the greed pays off in a control matchup, because I never really got a control matchup, so I'm not saying it's not right. It might end up being worth it. Just the matchups I had, that would have been even harder, I think. I would have really, really struggled to find any footing there. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the Legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? This is Hearthstone Deck Tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone Deck Tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.